Child, I can't do it. Moving on, moving on. We're going to go to some evictions, child. It is the first. Shout out to your rent is due. Make sure you pay your rent or your mortgage, okay? Because if not, your ass could be in trouble. And if you go on TV, we going to talk about you. TI is what a TI is, okay? Shout out to Savant88 in the building. Thank you so much for the support, hon. He said, Black women don't care how things work, but expect the same things they don't care to work within their favor. Entitlement. Facts on the facts. The entitlement is off the hook, okay? All this is half damn crazy, but let's go ahead and see what's going on here. It says DC landlord forced to wait longer after he says tenants haven't paid rent in 3 years. Maybe it was that biatch we watched yesterday. Oh no, she stopped paying in May because she got mental issues and she's going through postpartum, child. I tell you, it's always something, child. It's always
waited months to get to this day. His chance to start an eviction against tenants who he says haven't paid rent in years.
He says they owe him more than $46,000, and it goes all the way back to a troubled COVID-era rent relief program the News 4i team has been tracking. Ted Oberg was at court this afternoon for the long-awaited showdown.
It has taken a long time for John Jones to get here to DC's landlord and tenant court. He says his tenants owe him $46,800 in.
How you get the It's not funny. How you get the $46,000 in owed rent? Where the calculator? Hold on. Where is the calculator? So let's just say all 3 years, right? These people didn't pay. I don't know. It's a she. Okay, 46,800. What would that be? Divide. Y'all know I'm not good at math. That would be 36 months, right? 3 years, 36 months. All right. Why is this phone not working? I hate it here. Sorry, y'all. Can I get a regular calculator? Eesh. Well, okay, 46,800 divided by 36. Damn, the rent's 1,300. So if it's all 3 years, then the rent is about 1,300. I tell you, I don't know what you be. I just be. Let me not assume. My bad. I apologize. I cannot assume. Don't know who this is, but we about to find out, I guess.
Unpaid.
My tenants, in my case, have not paid rent in 3 years.
We met John almost a year ago covering complaints with State EC, the city's COVID-era rent relief program. Jones's is one of dozens of cases identified as potential fraud in that program. He says the program sent his tenants a $14,000 check for rent they never passed along to him.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. It's not funny. It is not funny. Yo, they sent the money to the tenants. Do you know? I got to find that story. There are people out here fighting to say that they want to send the money to the tenants so that they can go and pay the rent. Because, oh, y'all, is this a surprise? Is this a surprise? Then that's only the $14,300 amount. They probably sent the rest of it back too. So they freaking took the money. They probably was on the cruise with me, y'all. Child, they was probably out here living their best life, got TVs. Woo! I tell you, but you know, y'all, you supposed to have empathy and sympathy, and you supposed to help people. You not being nice if you don't help. You got to help your people, child. You got to be kind. You got to be thoughtful. You got to have empathy. You got to have sympathy, okay? You got to make sure that you help your fellow man. Like, I understand what the Lord says. Praise the Lord, okay? I understand, Lord. I'm going to give my money to the church, and I'm going to let the church do what it do, okay? What I'm not going to do is donate to all y'all's GoFundMes, okay? I'm not doing it. You better take them taxes and do the best that you can with them, okay? But these dummies went and sent the damn money to the damn tenant. And now this man got to suffer. Why aren't y'all at least sending it to the damn landlords? At minimum, if you decided to do this, send it to the damn landlord. You're going to send it to the tenant and trust them to go ahead and pay for their own place to live when there are people who probably already don't even pay fully for where they live at to begin with. Dummies. Dummies on both sides. Dummies on the ones who gave the money to them. So I'm assuming it's state. So let me just say state. And then dummies on the side of the people who actually spent the money on whatever they spent it on. This is half damn crazy. Shout out to the squeezy. Shout out to the squeegee kid. Thank you so much for the support. He said landlord just needs to go to a Drake. Go to a Drake show, hold up a sign saying his tenant's owing $47,000 and Drake will give him 5 bands. Yo, he just might. Shout out to Drake. I'm gonna give him his props on that. That is hilarious. Thank you so much, the Squeegee Kid. Shout out to Squeegee Kid for another 2. He says $14,300 spent on Beyonce tickets. You know it. Yeah, I'm assuming, okay? So it was the tickets for the floor seats, $7,700, 2 people, that's it. Or they maybe went down a little bit so that they could enjoy a stay at the Ritz-Carlton, of course, for a couple nights. Eat out at posh places that they're never going to eat at again. Child, this money was spent within 30 damn days, okay? 30 damn days, and now this man has to suffer. Can't imagine why a landlord's getting out of the business.
Today's hearing, though, had nothing to do with that. This was only about the 3 years of unpaid rent Jones says he's never received. Inside the courtroom, where our cameras can't go, DeMonte Cosbert, one of those tenants, told the judge one of the possible reasons he and Shondell Wren, the other tenant, hadn't paid was due to lack of conditions, saying the stove, the outlets, and smoke detectors were all broken.
Isn't it always interesting how when they get into court, they always talk about what wasn't done, but they never say, I went and I sent notifications certified to my landlord and to his personal address to let him know the things that need to be fixed. And then after a certain amount of days, it didn't happen. So I then started withholding rent, and the rent is sitting in an account in such and such bank waiting for the repairs to be done. And then once the repairs are done as I need them to be, then the money is waiting to have it be done. How come they never say that? Or waiting to be paid? How come they never say that? Oh yeah, because they don't know what the F it is that they're doing, and they're just coming in here making excuses. You just didn't want to pay because you're lazy. Yes, it's lazy. Shout out to Culture Invasion Podcast. Yes, sitting in escrow waiting to be paid. Thank you so much, sweetheart. No, we never hear that. You know why? Because y'all asses is ignorant. Your ass is ignorant out here not knowing what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. You will not read. You will not look into your own damn life. That's why you're out here getting evicted looking like half damn fools. You may look like put uponness with somebody else that don't know, but as someone who knows, you don't know what you're doing. You did absolutely no reading. You don't understand the damn contract that you signed saying that you would pay. And you just think because something don't look the way that you think it should, then you want to sit up here and say that it's somebody else's fault. But here's the thing, you run nothing.
I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
That's exactly what they're saying when they come up here and say this crap. And guess what?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
Not a damn bit. Let me rewind a little bit. This damn foolishness, child. Can't imagine why landlords is getting out of business, child.
Room where our cameras can't go. DeMonte Cosbert, one of those tenants, told the judge one of the possible reasons he and Shondell...
One of the possible reasons, okay? One of the possible reasons. So it sounds like it's a man and a woman that decided that they didn't want to pay their rent.
Wren, the other tenant, hadn't paid was due to lack of conditions, saying the stove, the outlets, and smoke detectors were all broken. None of these were working, Cosbert told the judge virtually.
I was pretty much sure that they would use stalling and delaying tactics and lie to the court, which they did today.
Jones says he has proof the appliances are working and will present it at a later hearing. His property manager told us he's never had a complaint about those issues mentioned today.
They can contact me, Google me, they'll find me.
But they haven't.
They haven't.
And so how surprised were you to hear what they said today to the judge?
I wasn't surprised at all.
Yeah, it's not a surprise because that's what lazy people do. That's what people do who don't read. That's what ignorant people do. They just talk. They just run off at the mouth. They just get on TikTok. They just talk about everybody and everything like they know so much. And as soon as they open their mouth, they prove that they don't know sugar, honey, MFing, iced tea. Sounding ignorant. Going into court in a bonnet. Going to court in a bonnet. Going to court with your mama standing there looking like Sideshow Bob or whatever we decided she was called yesterday. Talking about postpartum depression. Girl, judges don't give a F. What they care about is what you can prove and what you can show. And y'all can never prove nothing except for how ignorant you are. I can't afford a lawyer. Child, you don't need a lawyer. Read. Reading is fundamental. Niggas won't read. Yeah, I said it. You coloreds. You Negroes, you will not read to save your own damn selves and always want to blame somebody damn else. You prove it every single daggone time. Everything they need to know is in the landlord damn tenant damn agreement and in your daggone lease. But that will be too much work. Makes more sense to drag shit out and then you'll get kicked out and evicted. Then some biatch will come through and say, oh my God, look what Kristen, Mustang, Preston, Ashley bumped your main did. How dare you do this to a black woman? And her man, who don't read either, clearly. I'm assuming they together. They mentioned to a man and a woman, so let's go ahead and assume they together, allegedly. So neither one of y'all read. So neither one of y'all can get on your expensive ass iPhone or Android and figure this out. None of y'all know how to Google. You trying to tell me there's nobody you can talk to? You trying to tell me you can't reach out to legal aid? I mean, what? Nothing? Child, never wonder why we do not care, okay?
So we called Cosbert after the hearing. What's going on? Why haven't you paid the rent? He didn't say anything about the unpaid rent to us. Or how about the $14,000 from the state EC program? That's when he hung up.
It says to mom and pop.
Oh, no, he hung up? Isn't it interesting, though? He hung up because he ain't want to. Shout out to this reporter, though, okay? Asking them questions, try and get to the real bottom of it instead of putting up this stupid-ass story that just is a fluff piece, right? So it's interesting how they know how to go and get free money and figure out how to get the funds, but they can't figure out how to pay the rent. They can't figure out how to send the notification certified to the damn landlord or the property manager. Can't do none of that, but interesting how they know how to get the free damn money. Okay. If you don't care, we don't care.
Pop and middle class landlords who maybe have another property other than the property that they're living in, that you are actually putting yourself at financial risk if you actually trust this city to enforce the laws that are in place and the rules and regulations that are in place in terms of good behavior and paying your rent.
So no answers in court today and few coming quickly. Hearings are next set in this case in November, December, and January of next year.
What?
Even then, it's uncertain if John Jones will get the back rent he says he's owed. And who knows about the $14,000 in that state DC money that still hasn't been repaid. At Landlord Tenant Court, I'm Ted Oberg for the News 4 IT.
Thanks, Ted. Sell that place immediately. Sell that place immediately. Sell it to an LLC that really got some lawyers and then see what they do. Oh, they gonna get that F on up out of there, okay? This man got to pay for lawyers. You know the tenant ain't paying for nothing. And because wherever this was, DC, Maryland, DC/DC, you know that they are like, oh. So they got to wait till 2025, October, November, and December. If you didn't peep that, next year, not this year. That man's supposed to hold on all that time while they sit there and live for rent free. Because if it's so bad, why are you not leaving? If the electricity don't work, why are you still there? It sounds like it might be a danger. And you know there's kids. Come on now. You know there's kids. Why would you want to sit in a place where you can't cook? But y'all supposed to have empathy and sympathy for these people, okay? SYCBM, gentlemen. SYCBM. Again, I'll never let you forget. Half damn crazy. Anyway, y'all, moving on from this foolishness here.
We do not care.